First and foremost, I want to thank you for being here tonight. This subject is very pertinent to our day and time, and especially right now. I'm Dr. Jared Fancher. This is Dr. Kevin Krieg. We're wellness doctors here in the Missoula area, and we really feel strongly and passionately about getting the message out about swine flu, about H1N1, and getting the facts out, really. We both got kids at home and families, so it's very pertinent to us as well as to you. As we move through tonight, it's important for you to understand that we don't get paid to do this lecture. Nobody's sponsoring us per se. This is merely research that we've done, and since we have kind of an edge in the healthcare field and wellness field, it's research that we've come to about the facts about swine flu and H1N1. So we want to share that with you and share that with you as the public at large. So going ahead and starting tonight, very pertinent message. Looking into the swine flu then, are there benefits to the flu? Does the flu, do illnesses serve a purpose? The hygienic school of health has traditionally seen acute illness as part of a cleansing process. When managed properly, acute illnesses leave a cleaner, stronger, healthier person in their wake. Now, for thousands of years, mankind has existed and survived in harmony with the cycles of sickness or illness and health, right? And really by understanding that acute illnesses, acute infectious illnesses serve a purpose, okay? To cleanse, to strengthen, to heal that individual. And that by suppressing the symptoms, we actually interfere with the natural healing ability of the body. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, understood this very well. He said, diseases are crises of purification, of toxic elimination. Symptoms are the natural defenses of the body. We call them diseases, but in fact, they are the cure of diseases. Now, by saying that symptoms are the cure of diseases, Hippocrates is really explaining the fact that symptoms that we have during illnesses, things like discomfort, body aches, fatigue, fever, and things of that nature, are actually the cure of diseases. They're actually a part of the healing process, right? Fever destroys microorganisms. Sweating removes toxins from the body. Diarrhea cleanses the body, and so on and so forth. These are things that we know. Harris Coulter, PhD, a famous medical historian, after reviewing thousands of years of medical research and history, said that contracting and overcoming childhood diseases are part of a developmental process that actually helps develop a healthy, robust adult immune system able to meet the challenges that inevitable encounters with viruses and bacteria will present later on. Okay? The challenges of illness actually leave a healthier, more robust, vital person in their wake. Flu and the colds are part of that cleansing process for the body. In this study, they found that children that were permitted to have acute febrile infectious disease or acute illnesses in childhood with fever were actually associated with a lower risk of cancer in adulthood. The study investigates the hypothesis that febrile infectious childhood diseases are associated with a lower cancer risk in adulthood. The study consistently revealed a lower cancer risk for patients with a history of FICD. Looking again at colds and flu protect from cancer. Those with carcinomas of the stomach, colon, rectum, breast, and ovary were interviewed. A history of common colds or influenza prior to the interview was found to be associated with a decreased cancer risk. Now, this study found that those who had had colds and flus and things of that nature actually had a decreased risk of cancer later on in life, right? So are we trading in our childhood, in our adult years even, getting vaccinations, getting primed with these flu vaccinations for cancer and other diseases later on in life? Are we really doing our kids a favor when we vaccinate them, or are we setting them up for things? Looking at this article here, subjects who reported a history of infectious diseases showed a 30% less risk of getting a brain tumor. Just by having those childhood infectious diseases or those febrile diseases where you have a fever, then you can have 30% or up to 30% reduction of a risk of brain tumor. This study was really looking at fever, and you have to understand, anytime you suppress fever, the natural ability of the body to heal, you're really suppressing and interfering with the body's ability to heal. And it found that taking aspirin and Tylenol for the flu or cold could prolong your illness up to 3.5 days. Why is that? Because fever, inflammation, things of this nature are actually powerful weapons that your body uses, right, to heal. Tylenol and aspirin interfere with your body's ability to generate a healing fever. They're suppressive. They're suppressing the natural ability of the body to do what it does. That's what any drug does. Definition of a drug is stimulate and inhibit the body against its will. It manipulates the normal function of the body. Natural disease versus injected toxins. Now, diseases contracted naturally through the nose, mouth, and throat are filtered through numerous layers of immune system defenses, i.e. the skin and mucous membranes. So if we think about this, we were designed this way for a purpose, right? Basically, anything that comes into our body comes in through our respiratory tract, our digestive tract, and it comes in and comes into contact with those mucous membranes and things of that nature, right? That's naturally designed to trap things, to easily get things. But when we take the vaccine, the virus or the bacteria and chemicals are injected into the blood, and they have access to all the major tissues and organs of the body without the body's total immune response. So we're literally bypassing the immune response of the body through those different mucous membranes, how we're set up, and through part of that immune system, and going straight into the bloodstream, bypassing the whole immune response of the body. Starts to not make a lot of sense when we get there.